Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best running watches in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these running watches, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which watch are you using right now and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. COROS Pace 2. Best for the money. The COROS Pace 2 carries with it almost every feature found on the company's higher-end watches, save a handful of features targeting the high mountain such as an SpO2 sensor, hardware, mountain climb mode, ski mode, and trail running mode. Though realistically, you can use running mode just fine for trail runs. Now that we're talking about buttons, the only thing I'd ask for is a specific button for light, although it is more preference than necessity because the watch responds quite well to the wrist turn or simply to the press of any other button. COROS has introduced a night mode that can be enabled to switch on the backlight at the time where it thinks you're going to make best use of it. It's clearly a move to help preserve battery life when it thinks you don't need it during the day. Galileo is also expected to be added in a future software update. There's an optical heart rate monitor, altimeter and accelerometer for indoor tracking. For running, you can set up interval training sessions, turn on activity alerts and enable auto pause. Picking up GPS signal thankfully isn't sluggish, and then you can hit start and you can use that twisting button to scroll through your data fields. It really is one of the best. Number 4. Garmin Forerunner 945. Best high-end watch. Garmin has brought in a damage-resistant glass to add an extra layer of durability. It all weighs in at 50 grams and a design that's waterproof up to 50 meters. It's ever so slightly thinner than the 935, but not in a way that you're really going to notice. But it's still significantly less hulking to wear than a similar spec Phoenix. One thing you're not short on with this watch is capable features. Whether that's sports tracking or dishing out your phone notifications, it does that and a bit more. The 945 still covers those core activity modes including running, golf, cycling and swimming. Plus for those who want to get more adventurous, there are navigation features galore. You also get new safety features like incident detection and assistance if you're out on your own, though these do require having your smartphone with you to put them to use. The 935 had brilliant battery life whether you were making use of those sports tracking features or not. That doesn't really change with the 945. Garmin promises up to 2 weeks in smartwatch mode. If you're using the GPS and streaming music, you should get up to 10 hours. Ultimately, though, the Forerunner 945 is the most full-featured triathlon watch on the market today. Number 3. Garmin Forerunner 35. Best under $100. While many of Garmin's GPS watches are circular, the Forerunner 35 looks more like an Apple Watch, for better or worse. Its flat-faced squarish design sets it apart from the rest of Garmin's lineup, which look more sporty. The Forerunner 35 does have sports mode for cycling and cardio workouts, but running is its bread and butter, and it offers an impressively complete package considering it's a budget GPS watch. It's a very basic-looking device, but I find this quite agreeably understated. Less is more, as they say. The square shape also sits nicely on the wrist, so it's comfortable to wear. The front is taken up by a compact 23.5mm screen. This is only monochrome, but it's sharp enough to clearly show your incoming messages. A little note on this, if you're using Spotify on an iPhone, you can't use the Forerunner 35 to skip tracks. It currently only works with Apple Music. Garmin estimates that the Forerunner 35 will last up to 9 days in watch mode and up to 13 hours in training mode. The Garmin Forerunner 35 is a good but unexceptional running watch. It has a safe design, connects fairly quickly to GPS satellites, and lasts a while on a charge. Number 2. Garmin Forerunner 245 Music. Best runner-up. The Garmin Forerunner 245 Music is one of the best fitness watches in the market for running, since it combines a wide range of features that are perfect for runners without raising the price too high. I should mention that this device has a music memory, meaning that you can leave your phone at home and go for a run unbothered. It's very comfortable, even during sleep, and it has strong battery life. The Garmin Forerunner 245 Music is not a smartwatch that's a sort of smartphone extension like the Apple Watch, but it is designed for fitness tracking and does its job excellently at that. On top of that, it doesn't look like an alien device, and in my opinion, it has looks that can be worn around all day and to the office as well. Fitness tracking features of the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music are excellent, especially for running, as it can track different types of running and deliver insightful data for it during and after you're finished with your activity. It can also track your sleep, as mentioned, and it also has stress tracking, delivering you plenty of alerts for that purpose. Definitely the best fitness watch for running. Number 1. COROS Apex Best Multi-Purpose Watch. The simple, smart design of this multi-sports watch hides a wealth of features to help runners, cyclists, swimmers, and other athletes track their performance and measure their improvements. The COROS Apex is a serious sports watch that's built for data buffs. Working on increasing your cadence? Want to check your training load for the week? It's all there at your fingertips. Whichever model you opt for, the COROS Apex sports a color LCD screen with tough sapphire glass. The band is silicone, as you'd expect from a multi-sport watch, with a quick-release mechanism for easy changing. The COROS Apex is definitely a market disruptor. COROS works differently than other companies. They essentially launch an already cool watch but then add more bomber features through regular updates as time goes on. This is one reason that we waited a while to review the Apex. We wanted to test it in all its glory. In the Apex, you get a long list of features comparable to more expensive GPS watches, a quality watch construction using materials such as titanium alloy, and a battery that just does not quit, all for a reasonable price. This watch is the perfect companion for budget-conscious endurance athletes or feature junkies that also want a designer watch, and that's why it's our top pick. Buying guide. Fitness trackers. Fitness trackers offer the most basic running data, a step count, calories, and distance. More advanced fitness trackers can always monitor your sleep and record your heart rate too. They often have excellent battery life and are lightweight and easy to use. If you're a beginner runner, this is probably enough for you. Heart rate monitors. The ability to record your heart rate, either through a built-in monitor on your wrist or an external chest strap, is seen as the next level in terms of running watches. Being able to track your pulse and beats per minute during exercise allows for a much more tailored training plan, using heart rate zones to boost fat burn, speed, strength, and endurance. Heart rate monitors can also estimate your VO2 max, your maximum oxygen consumption, and your recovery rate. While these watches are usually more expensive, many brands offer their best-selling models both with and without a heart rate monitor to cater to different budgets. Waterproof. Sport watches made for all sorts of outdoor activities are generally water-resistant. However, in order to withstand the hard use in wet environments dished out by hunters and anglers, look for a watch rated for submersion up to 30 meters or more. A watch doesn't care if it got wet spearfishing for snapper, dropping in at Mavericks, or white water rafting. It only knows that it is or isn't waterproof. GPS. If you want to focus on the time mechanics of your workout, a GPS-enabled fitness watch without a heart rate monitor may be your best choice. These watches, such as the Garmin Forerunner 10, are perfect for tracking distance, speed, pace, and calories burned. While these watches lack a heart rate monitor, they're also much less bulky and are on the lower end of the price spectrum, making them more suited for simpler workout programs.